That's not good.
Nope. Um,
That's not good.
anyways, so the ship continues for, in all honesty, not very much longer until you reach your new destination, the village of Fire, Cree, located on the island to the far northeast of the continent of Karak. So, as you pull your ship into this massive, essentially what it looks like is a massive ancient fjord has cut through this space and has bisected a lonely island from the main continent. The mountains to the south are um, ancient old seeds of bedrock, well worn from ancient glaciers that still reside deep into the mountain crevices. It is a cold, lonely frontier. And to your kind of northeast, the island that you look upon is very much the same. However, most of the glaciers are located on the southern part of the island. The north is saved for channels of smoke and soot that billow into the sky, not stopping. In the distant night air, strings of light emanate from one of the northern mountains, as you're immediately reminded of the volcanic layer of Garishtal, as you just see molten magma flowing down the mountainsides. There is not really a port. There's a small inlet between the ford that you're traveling upon and the island itself. There are semblances of small makeshift huts in buildings, but as you disembark your ship and check them out, they are empty, devoid of life. There are packages of pre-packed rations set and ready, and you do find notes welcoming you to Kree, the island of Kree itself as well. It says, rest here if you can. Guides come down every 5 days or so. If you're still here in the morning, we can come and bring you up. If you wish to make the perilous journey yourselves, feel free to visit us. Welcome to the island. This is your greeting on the island of Kree.
We've had a long rest, right?
At this
Getting
point,
here.
yes. Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure. Um, 7 charges I got back. Hmm. I'll I'll cast Conjure Elemental.
Hmm.
And I'm going to conjure a Wind Elemental.
Okay.
And I'm going to, after it's summoned after the minute, I'm going to have it kind of go up. Like so it's so I'm guessing there's mountains around us still, right? It's elevation.
Yes.
I'm gonna have it kind of fly up,
Mm-hmm.
kind of just scour a little bit around the area, for maybe about 10, 15 minutes,
Okay.
then come back and report. what it's found.
Okay. Um, it does preliminary search. Just roll a perception check for me.
I don't know what what elementals is. Give me 1 second. A wind. No,
So this is
air.
air
Not wind.
elemental. Perception is probably going to be a +0. They have a 0 wisdom.
All right, so just a d20.
Just d20.
Eh,
12.
12.
Okay. It sees a rocky path leading up the stretch of mountains to the north, heading towards that large pillar of smoke and soot. As it flew higher, it saw essentially what is a extended magma plain that stretches a couple miles, and there seems to be a village set on the very edge of it. Probably a good 6-hour hike. Can y'all hear me?
Did the
Yeah.
note that was left, did they leave like a date on it? Like, do we know how long ago?
Make an intelligence check.
Ten.
10. There was no date. Looking on at the writing, it's hard to tell. It could easily. It's like very dried ink, so it could be a couple days. You know, you might only have to wait a day or two. You don't know.
How long? So assuming that this information of like the 6-hour hike or whatever is shared with us, how long would it take Poppet to get up there?
To fly up there, I'd say probably half the time.
Because we could use Poppet like a messenger pigeon.
Yeah, I will say it is still like, you know, it's still a couple miles away. It's not close.
Yeah.
All right, sorry about that. So a path leading up to.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
I was just saying, I was thinking more like tying a note to Poppet's leg and sending him up there and hoping someone ties a note back.
Ooh.
Just to ask, one, when the next time the guides are coming down, and two, is there any way to repair a ship over here? Though I'm not sure how they would take it, a familiar, coming to see them, so.
You also say that you are with the Zemajad.
I am. That's true. Okay. This is crime, though.
This is crime?
My Poppet's a crime.
Well, they may not be with
That's a good question. Hey, Graham, does Kree subscribe to the same legal system as the rest of this continent?
Based on their isolation, probably not.
Okay, cool. We'll risk it then. We have a phoenix for them. It's fine, I'm sure.
Yeah, I need to hurry up do
I
something with
won't
that
be
thing.
mentioning that.
I mean, I'm going to. I gotta let them know. I gotta
I
do
meant in
something
the
with this.
note that we're sending.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I gotta get
Obviously,
rid of
we'll
this
mention
thing.
it later. It's not like, hey, this is a random bird. We have a phoenix. Also, like, our ship is badly damaged. And, like,
We have the Zemajad. Like it starts
yeah,
to sound
it's
less
just
and
a
less
lot.
believable.
It's a lot. It's a
It gets
lot.
it gets less and less believable the more you speak. Yeah, you're right.
So I think what we should do is we should send a note on Poppet saying, "Hey," in more formal language, but saying like, "Hey, the Jimajad has come, um, like has come here, um,
During the
and
travel,
our
our ship got damaged.
yeah during the travel like our ship received like severe injuries or whatever you call it, and we'd like some aid, please." Or something along those lines. Basically just outlining like we're here on behalf of the Jimajad is here with a party. With, um,
Okay.
our ship is damaged, and those are the two big things.
Gotcha.
So, I guess we'll tie that note to Poppet, and I'll I'll send him off. I'll tell him that if they seem hostile, to run away.
Fair enough.
Um,
And Papa is smart, so he can definitely distinguish.
he is a whole sentient creature. He can't talk. He doesn't have opinions, but he is a whole sentient creature. Actually, no, he's talked before.
Yeah,
He's said words.
I think you said because you have him as a crow. I think at one point
A blue jay.
a blue jay. Oh,
No, I mean I've talked to him telepathically before about the cat. He's talked to me before. Anyways,
Okay.
so it should take about 6.5, 7 hours for him to get back to us if he does get a response. And I'll be watching out to see if he dies.
Fair enough.
In the meantime, I'll be helping with the ship in any way that I can for time being.
So you all spend the next couple hours waiting on your message to be received. You help the crew fix up the ship as best as they can. Some of you do take rations, especially your crew will accept a lot of the rations from the small huts around here, as just to replenish their supplies in case something drastic happens. As there is really no assistance way out here in the Arctic tundra. This is a very dangerous journey, and well, it's already proved thus.
It's just our luck to run into a fucking sea serpent.
Yeah.
The Davy Jones.
About
The story of how we got here and how our ship got damaged is
Yeah.
so unbelievable.
after about 6 hours, Seer, you begin to feel that familiar feeling, and you look up into the sky, and you see Poppet returning to you.
My boy.
It looks like there's strange clouds following Poppet as well.
Oh.
Does it look like Windwalk?
100%. You recognize it immediately.
Okay.
Hey, we can do that.
Yeah.
It's like the
You
like,
spot about
I
6
do
of them.
that.
These clouds slowly settle to the ground as Poppet lands on your shoulder. Takes a few moments, but you can see they all begin to emanate out of their wind-walked forms. And you can see what appears to be, you know, 2 of them seem to be guards of some type. You can see one Goliath, one full orc. You see they're wearing full plate mail. These beautiful helms, intricately founded and forged. They are 2 gorgeous-looking individuals with intricate markings. It doesn't seem like they're probably like religious in any way, but Belric, you would recognize people who have sworn an oath. And these are definitely paladins of some type. They have probably sworn some sort of oath. And they seem to have this very intricate sigil along their armor. You can kind of place it. It resembles that of almost like a shield with devil horns. Two others seem to be what you would attribute to probably rangers of some type. They are more ranged. They have longbows, some swords for close-up combat, but as they come out of their misty forms, they kind of take a step back and watch from the sidelines. The other 2 are druidic in nature. You see the one cancels the spell upon landing. Or, actually, they would not cancel it. But you can see that the one seems to actively be focusing on this spell in some manner, having probably cast it. They are a tall, well-built tiefling, standing probably 6 foot tall. And the other one seems to be a fairly short human, probably only about 5'5", but also aged and probably fairly well trained as a druid. They both are carrying well-built staffs made of what looks to be carved obsidian. The tall tiefling walks over to you all. Hell, you walk with the Zemajad.
Yeah, we do.
They bow. I take it you are the
I-
Zemajad.
I am.
I can tell. You stand with a might and prowess that we recognize actively. Welcome to the island of Kree. Kriojien welcomes you all. Our Kriajad, or Kanalas, is currently busy. We were told you have trouble with your ship.
Ran into some problems on our voyage here.
We can see what we can do. We're not a major port. We are very self-sufficient and cut off, I feel, from a lot of the other locations. But we welcome you anyways. We'll do our best.
It's appreciated.
If you would like to follow, my fellow druid here can windwalk you all to Kree. I may stay and oversee the repairs to your ship.
I look back at everybody. Everybody in agreement to this?
I'm gonna leave Poppet with Cal for him to send up to us in case something goes wrong.
I'll take good care of Poppets here, don't you worry.
You better. Anyways, nothing's gonna happen to Cal, don't worry. I'll just be very upset.
All right. Think we're ready.
Wonderful. Make sure the journey is safe. Looks to the short human. Yes, sir. Come. Gathers you all around, and familiar feeling comes over all of you as he casts Windwalk. You all again soar into the skies and follow this new mist up the mountainsides and over to Kree. You pass by beautiful glaciers with tantalizing waterfalls cascading over hundreds of feet of open air. There are distant sights within the mountains and the glaciers. Faraday, you swear you see a giant or two walking along the icy cliffs. And soon you find yourselves delving into a massive magma flat field. Black, freshly cooled magma pools all across the space, and there are small, intricate little pockets where you can see orange and red glowing. As you all land, you find yourselves in, of all the places, it reminds you a lot of Zem. It is not that fancy whatsoever. Many of the homes are carved from the natural rock around the space. Some of them seem to have elemented magma up and cooled it, creating these almost wave-like formations that form the sides of some abodes. Other than that, they're very simple homes. Nothing fancy, no towers or anything of the sort. You do see there is a almost like divot into the mountainous cliffside around the village that descends downward. That does kind of remind you of Tyvas to some extent. And you can currently see there is a figure currently with a gathered group of individuals leading something into that crevasse. As you all shift out of misty forms, I will say it, took you a good fair bit of time to get here. Not, the entire journey of a spell, but fair in its own right. About an hour or so.
Okay.
Your guide here will say, "Oh, it looks like the Kriejad caught her quarry. You can go and say hi. I'll be here if you need me." Kind of takes a step back and kind of walks off. You hear many individuals yelling, "Push!" And you hear this scraping sound of probably is wood against stone. Or basalt, essentially.
Okay.
You all make your way forward?
Yeah.
These resounding pushes happen in unison every so often. You can see what seems to be a strange wood and metal contraption containing something of the color red. There is a loud burning heat sound of roaring flame that immediately you all recognize as draconic fire. As you just hear a dragon breathing out flame. You hear a feminine voice yell, "Oh, you almost got me. Push again. Come on, guys. Push!" And you see all of these strong-looking individuals, orcs, some tieflings, all push on the backside of this contraption, pushing a dragon that has been captured deeper into this crevice. You hear a heavy inhale of breath, and you watch all of the individuals on the other side of the dragon kind of back up. Let me have it, as you round the side of the dragon. There you see a orange-skinned female tiefling with a long, curling orange hair that kind of goes down to her shoulders. Her horns curve off kind of around her face, almost forming like this kind of bull matador look. And standing in front of the dragon, you see her raise this beautiful shield that is a dark blue with bands of light blue that swirl across the surface. She holds it up, and you watch the dragon breathe flames all over the shield. At this point, you realize this is not... It's a substantial dragon. This is an adult red dragon. And you watch she takes the flame all across the shield, takes the full breath of this draconic fire, moves the shield to her side, walks up and punches the dragon in the face. And you see, at most, she's probably taken... let me just confirm this real fast. Oh yeah, actually she takes no damage from it.
Oh.
Yeah, you watch she just takes the brunt of the damage, and you watch as she punches it. Her fists seem slightly engulfed in flame as the shield seems to radiate this red heat. Damned dragon. I can only take so much more, guys. Come on. One more time. Okay, push! And they push, give it one more hefty hit, and you watch as the sled slowly begins to descend down this crevice, and you hear this strange chunk, and you watch as it almost connects into this steel track, and you watch as the dragon just goes for a small ride as it begins to descend into the crevice, into the earth, down into some strange mineshaft that has been updated for a different purpose that you cannot ascertain. You see she wipes her head. Give me a second. She points the shield upwards, and then you watch it seems to glow red. The blue changes and shifts, and then suddenly you watch as draconic flame bursts forth from the shield. Not as powerful, but it seems that whatever the shield is, it absorbs energy and can dish it back out. She lets loose this draconic flame into the sky. You see many of these other individuals are sweaty and tired. Are we done? Yeah. Go back to your obsidian carving. Thank you, guys. Immediately, she meets your eye, Gamesh. I recognize you.
And I recognize you.
She takes a few steps forward, and you watch the shield fold in on itself, rotate, and then matches, and you can see it basically forms like an arm guard on her right arm. She walks over, and with her right hand will give you a hefty shake.
I'll return it. Impressive display.
It's nothing. It didn't even do damage to me.
Like I said, impressive.
I had heard through the grapevine that the Zemajad was making the rounds.
Yeah.
I'm blessed you've come here.
Yeah, it had to make my way here eventually.
Well,
I'm Gamesh.
good to meet you, Gamesh. You can call me your Kanalas.
Alright, Graham, you know you gotta put that in the chat.
Or Kanalas.
Orcus. Orcus. No, sorry. Arcana Las. Las, not Los. Arcana Las.
It's just how I pronounced it.
Oh, and look, I don't like to say people's names wrong. It's rude.
You could actually say Orcanalos.
Bro, you would have been my best friend in school growing up. Everyone said my name wrong,
No, I always I don't know,
including
I
the
just-
teachers.
That's just
I find that so I find that disrespectful. This is like you can say someone's name right. You just
yeah.
Oh,
I-
for sure. People just simply didn't care.
I get it like
Oh,
one
no.
time, like when you don't know the name, but like come
Yeah.
on, correct yourself.
or like unless you get like comfortable with each other and it's like it's fine. It's like a nickname for you. That's different. But like
Yeah.
no, if
I
we're not
mostly
that,
had people spell it wrong, but like substitute teachers never said my fucking name right.
Damn.
Even whenever they would sub multiple times. They'd be like,
mm.
alright, well,
Subs never cared to learn people's names. I feel like it was just like a power trip for them. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna mess up your name on purpose as like I'm better than you.
I had a sub that stopped calling my name in roll call and just looked around the classroom to see if I was there.
What?
It's like, she subbed for us for 7 years
Damn.
and never bothered to learn how to pronounce my name. And I was like, listen, lady,
That's so.
I don't like you.
That's so rude.
Damn.
That's so rude. All right. Jackasses aside. All right. So where does all that lead to?
Oh, well. It's a bit of a thing. We get a lot of red dragons from the elemental planes here. They bust through now and again, being the tough and dangerous dragons that they are. I find them, capture them, and, well, send them down into the pit for interrogations. Eventually, I try to return them to the elemental plane of fire after I get my information.
Interrogating dragons. You don't cease to amaze.
I try my best. I've been doing this a long time. The flames are not easy, but we work hard to keep them at bay.
Seem to be doing a good job.
As good as I can. So,
Have you
continue.
had any problems with the portal
Aside from red dragons,
aside from red dragons?
she thinks for a moment. Is there a reason you ask?
So far, at every other elemental portal, there's been some type of disturbance one way or another. Whether it was someone interfering with it, or when I went to is it Bessie? Is it
Vesrial?
Vessi? Vesrial. When I went to Vesrial, the portal wasn't stable.
How long ago was that?
What, not even, 2 weeks ago? Right?
It would be way more than 2 weeks. Took you 15 days to get here.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. So, what, about a month?
Yeah, probably. Maybe
About a month.
like a month and a couple weeks.
Yeah, about a month or so ago, give or take.
I had something happen that me and my ancestors has made it our life purpose to keep this portal closed. I know all the portals are dangerous, but the elemental plane of fire is especially so. The creatures within it, the Afriti and the City of Brass, would stop at nothing to open this gate. I had a situation a couple months back, kind of like you're describing. It wasn't a simple single dragon. It was a small force of Afriti.
How's it going, boys? 2 arches.
They're salamanders and a couple fire giants.
Someone on site. 2 marker. Last one's marker.
How long ago was this?
Under 2 months. Very recently. I know the portal grew quiet for a while. We're far away, but I do get news sometimes. I heard about whatever was happening in Dakabal. I know that tied into the elemental plane of fire, and that's why it was quiet for a few months. To get this assault so quickly after his defeat, something's up.
Okay, so with the fall of Garishtal, that's when things grew quiet.
Well, it was
during his,
it was during him that things
during
grew
him.
quiet.
Okay. Then after we took him down, that's when she had the surge of activity.
Kind of. It was probably quiet for a few weeks, and then things started kicking off. So, based on the timeline that she's giving you, it's probably around when Vesseral happened that this happened as well.
That nasty headshot, bro.
And in this timeline, when did we defeat Garifdal?
About 2.5 months ago,
I'd say 3 months.
3 months. Yeah, because we took a little break, so you could study the planar magic to make the room bigger on the inside than it is on
This is so important.
Hey,
We
look.
haven't done anything with it. You guys have
But-
just
but-
stopped complaining.
But look, now you can apply that knowledge to anything else.
To what?
I don't know. You're a wizard. You'll figure it
Ship?
out.
You're a wizard.
You're a wizard. You're a wizard seer.
Oh, it's so great. It's so great being a wizard.
Hey, listen here, miss. I can summon creatures to do my bidding for me. It probably is.
They don't need to know about that. That guy's gone now anyways.
For now.
I gave him a 1-star review.
When I went to Tyvos, someone had entered that elemental plane of air and actually attacked the can't think of the name of it.
The Elder Tempest?
The Elder Tempest. Damn.
Oh yeah, we should ask about Yisildor, huh?
Have you
Has
had?
a weird man come to visit?
Yeah. I was leading into it. Have you had any other instances of something like that? Someone that may have came or
No. I would know if someone wished to enter the fire elemental plane from this portal. However, the fire elemental plane is the easiest to get into. Everyone knows of the City of Brass. If you can find a tuning fork to the elemental plane of fire, you have a safe place to go. The others is nothing. I know my portal gets bypassed all the time. That's why I like keeping it sealed as shut as I can. I don't know what's going on, but if there's a force messing with these portals, I fear what is becoming of the others. The ones that aren't guarded. Granted, these are the easiest to access. But what of the portals of the Feywild? Portals to the Shadowfell that once had guardians like us.
That leads me to my next point for coming here. You know Graylin, right?
I do.
Do you know him as being lost or dead?
I've heard both. Personally, I personally believe he's lost. Our power has to come from somewhere, even if our power is substantial enough that he must be alive in some way.
Right then. I've met Graylin. Seen him. He's not so much lost as he's bound.
Bound for what?
Something, if I had to assume, had to do with the Dawn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Something to do with the Dawn War. That's all I know.
Interesting. A Dawn War.
And I believe, yeah, that long ago.
That may be ancient history from where you're from, Gamash, but from the continent to the south, that history's fresh. Bane's forces still wander the wastes. He's not left the minds of those folk.
What continent is she talking about?
Kardrak.
What
Oh,
were
really?
Next to us.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm just reading what he said.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was so worried about crossing the continent.
What do you know about Kardrak, I ask?
I know they don't like arcane magic.
Oh, that's a given.
Information I have sparse.
Well, since you're curious about Graylin, and, well, you know about his portals and the locations he built to guard them. There's one that he never built a tower or a defensive structure to guard. And that's because it was crafted during his lifetime. I would assume its lifetime. Halak Karif. Supposedly, it's a gateway straight to Bane's stronghold.
Hey, Jake, look here, right?
From his blackened pools, he spawns his soldiers. From there, they attack across the fields, trying to finish the war that they started oh so long ago.
You're cutting in and out of Graham.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She basically talks of the of Halak Karif, which essentially is a portal to Bane's own personal stronghold that he
Okay.
created during the Dawn War, where his soldiers crawl out of the blackened pits to lay siege to the Empire of Glass, to finish the war that was started oh so long ago with the ancestors of the Sky Cities.
Okay.
That's the only one I know about. That is, well, like ours, but not. I've been wanting to travel to see the old maps of the ancient dwarves. I want to know the locations of all the other portals. And if anyone has mapped them, it's the dwarves of Dwenwell.
The dwarves of Dwynwell, they're over here.
That's the beginning.
Where's Dwynwell? I know you showed it to us
It's
on.
it's here.
Yeah. I just don't remember. I could have swore you showed us on.
It's here.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, my character sheet was over top of it.
There you go.
I was like, I know. I was like, I was trying to move my character. She's like, where's the fuck is it at?
It's here and it's the beginning. It's where we need to start.
You sound like you know about Dwenwell.
Kind of. It's a long story. While we're on the topic, have you ever heard of Graylin referred to as AG?
AG. It's familiar. He was a human before his ascension, I thought. Maybe that's his nickname, mortal name, put into it, I guess.
Hmm.
Alright, it's all coming together.
Hmm.
But I don't want to explain anything in front of this lady.
Listen. You can trust me. I've been in this fight a long time.
Yeah.
I know a lot. We are on the same side here. If you're interested in going to Dwenwell, I'll join you.
Can I insight check her?
Make an insight check.
I want to believe her, but
Seer just does it.
20. She is being upfront with you. This is, you can clearly see, she's a paladin, 100%.
okay.
She is, you guess that she's probably the source of the symbol that you saw, the shield with the horns on it from the other paladins. She most likely has created her own paladin order here at Krui to protect the planar portals. She is, yeah, you sense only good.
Hey, have you ever heard of the King in Yellow or the Great Beast or anything kind of related to those guys?
Let me get out my dice real fast. They're stuck.
Hey, Krajad, how does it feel when random people stop by and just dump a bunch of random ass in Wikipedia knowledge? on-
Haster?
Yes, that guy.
Yeah, they
You
are.
know that guy, right?
They're eldritch abominations, evils. They live within the Fire Realm.
Yes, exactly. So, we encountered the Great Beast at a portal to a different realm. Anyways, I found a bunch of records of this person named AG who made an oath to basically keep the planes within
That is Graylin.
balance. Yeah, seems like it, right? He's kind of in trouble right now, so they're coming back. Anyways,
Yeah,
crewmate
that's
of ours that
terrifying.
was possessed by Haster told us that Dwinwell, oh, and I'm just gonna say that as I go through my notes, Sears flipping through her journal that no one else can read. Where is it? That Dwinwell was the place to start as the beginning has been erased, and this was after
Do you have
we
the better version?
kinda got rid of the Great Beast's influence at the previous portal.
Interesting. First things first. Did you slay the person who was possessed?
If you could.
I-
if you
did
could
we?
possess Jade, what would you make him do?
You see her.
I think he
Her,
died.
her stoic figure starts to crack. You can tell it's a joke.
Oh, I was confused.
I was ready to do it.
I'm not that type of paladin. Second, that is very worrying. One, the planes seemingly are getting weaker, the border between them at least, which not good for people in my position, or really the world's position. And two,
Absolutely not.
Haster wouldn't tell you all anything if it didn't already benefit himself.
To mention that this wasn't our first encounter with him.
That makes a lot of sense.
We did kind of deal with the whole cult thing in Kalos.
Haster had a cult in Kalos.
Yeah,
Good to know.
probably trying to reclaim old territory and whatnot.
If the eldritch evils are reclaiming territory, spreading influence, and, well, granted, trying to get people like you to... They probably know something's up. Maybe they're not the cause of it, but they know something. Maybe they know that maybe Graylin's dying, or if he's trapped, maybe he's
Well, I mean, we know what's happening with Graylin.
something's
Break-a-mesh.
not good.
He
I don't-
needs to be freed.
He's trapped.
If he can be freed, yes, he should be freed.
I hope he can be, otherwise everything we've done for the past
But
3 months
this
has
is-
been fucking useless.
This is all a lot.
I do know a method to free him.
Do tell.
It requires the use of all 4 of his vestiges.
She looks down at her, the shield that is been placed in her arm guard.
Graylin told me that presenting all 4 of them to him will allow him to restore some semblance of his original power.
And
should
free
give him
himself.
enough- Exactly.
Now, I don't want to question Graylin. For the longest part of my life, I debated on whether or not he was alive or dead. But was he confident? Was he sure?
When he told me that it was a chance, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie
Time
to you.
lie.
You already said I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie
not
to you. I'm gonna lie to you.
I'm going to lie to you.
Best way
No.
to start a lie. 10 out of 10.
Because, like, how in the world would she ever doubt it?
I'm not gonna lie to you. He was confident as fuck.
No doubt in his mind. He said it was a chance. But given the circumstances,
Given the circumstances.
we don't
I
have
would
many
say-
options.
Chance of restoring Graylin is better than the seeming certainty that eldritch horrors are coming back to the world.
Fair enough. So you want my shield?
How about this? You want to go to Dwin World anyway, right?
I do.
Let's make that journey there. We are gonna go there regardless. And during that time, it'll give you a little time to think about it.
If we can go to Dwenwell, and I get the answers I seek. Yes. I need to see the map of the dwarves. I need to know the locations of all the other portals. They were the only ones who could have mapped it.
Alright, sounds like a plan.
What did we need the map of the doors for?
I don't think we needed the map, did we?
You were
I don't
just
think we need the
told
map.
about Dwenwell.
Yeah, I don't think we specifically needed the map.
Oh, okay. No, we don't need the map. Sorry, I'm thinking of the note I made about how the dwarves allegedly told the Empire of Dawn where King's Mountain was, and then they went off to go get it. And no one was happy about that.
Yeah.
So
That-
the dwarves really shouldn't have been mapping all this shit out. They should have just been minding their own business. And it all
I mean,
fine.
No,
It
it's good
could've-
to have map.
yeah, it's good to have maps, but, you know, there's context
Maybe not.
lost.
Don't give those maps to tyrants.
Yeah. I mean, there's also
I mean-
context lost after over 1,000 years, you know.
Yeah, and then on top of that, I mean,
Who
look,
really knows
whenever you
why
make
they gave it?
something,
It could have been a threat. It could have been they were trying to
they could have been fooled.
something. It's been
I'm just
1400. I think it's 1434. So it's been
Yeah.
yeah,
Been
it's
over
almost
1400
almost
years.
1435.
Listen.
Yeah, 1434 of the Age of Spark. On the continent of Dakabal in the world of Raiden. That's the first moment of this campaign.
It's insane.
Mm.
Where-
Oh, I have I have a phoenix.
Oh yeah!
Oh,
Forgot about that.
just
Ca-
a phoenix.
casually has a phoenix.
Casually has a
Yeah.
phoenix. Okay. Cool.
It's in the demi-plane. Can I get it into the fireplane?
Sure.
I didn't know where else to let it out. It's very destructive.
It's a little.
I would rather it be in its home plane.
I figured.
Yeah, let's go bring him in.
All right, good.
I hope you like traveling by rail.
Have we
Rail.
ever done that before?
I don't think we have.
Oh, first time
I
for
know
everything.
Rail is.
Come. She brings you over to where she hooked that strange mechanism carrying the dragon into the crevice that it descends into. And she walks over to a lever, pulls it, and you can see it unlatches what looks to be a series of large carts. They're designed with seats. It moves down, connects into the rail network, stops, and she has all you step on.
I step on.
Okay. She, as all of
Yeah.
you step on and sit down, the chairs are not the most comfortable, but she pulls a lever and soon you begin to descend into the same crevice where the dragon went into. You pass by layer after layer of heavy defenses. Giant metal portcullises rise before you as you pass by and close behind you. As you descend deep within the bowels of the earth. Eventually, the space begins to light up as you realize strips of molten rock seem to be ever present within the walls and ceiling and floor. The room heats to a familiar, unhealthy heat. And soon, after passing 3 layers of heavy gates, the cart is put to a stop in front of what appears to be a strange obsidian molten fortress. You can see massive cages, big enough even for ancient red dragons, are currently set along the side. Large rail networks open through back doors and presumably can leave dragons in here for an extended period of time. Where you can currently see one adult dragon is heavily muzzled and currently locked away within this strange cage deep within the earth. You see it tries its best to free itself from its confines, but in this space it has been shackled expertly. There is no moving this dragon. She walks past its caged self and does a calming little wave over to it. "I'll be with you soon." And takes you into the obsidian structure. There, lit from a center pool of magma, is a massive chamber. Huge, sprawling carvings line the walls, showing famed battles of Graylin, famed deeds. Aside from Tyvos, this is the largest and most intact fortress of Graylin you've seen. It's not as if this room is without battle scars. You can see heavy molten marks where pieces of the wall have melted off and have been quickly replaced. This room has seen some battle, and it seems like it's designed to take it. You can see each of the corners of the room. There are almost like arrow slits, and you realize that there are ballistae placed expertly, formed to point directly into the center of the room, where this strange pool of molten magma sits and rests. The pool itself is gargantuan in size, easily capable of taking the largest of molten creatures through. Okay, well, here we are. So, phoenixes are a bit strange. I bet you know they can just pass through things, right?
Yeah, so I learned.
So, let me activate some things before we get started. I don't want it leaving this room.
Alright.
She walks over to the back wall where you can see this heavy portcullis is immediately raised upon her approach. It takes a few moments to realize you are being watched. This room isn't just empty. It is actively guarded, and you watch as one of the ballistae kind of moves ever so slightly, almost like it's picking who to target in case something goes awry. I honestly probably just settles on Seer. You hear this strange sound, and you turn behind you, and you can see the portcullis that had fallen behind you as you entered into the chamber suddenly gets this strange shimmering along it. And you realize that it probably has some sealing effect on it. Eventually she comes back. Okay. We're locked in here now. If it kills us, it's not going to get out. It won't kill us.
I don't plan to die today, so.
Fair enough. You ready your door, or wherever you're keeping this thing? Over there. And she points to the opposite side of the room. I'll try to draw it to me.
Okay.
She steps up to the molten pool of magma. Takes her hand. Gets real low. Her left hand begins to almost skim the edge of the magma. You can see the tips of her fingers starting to glow with red hot light. And suddenly you hear this as the shield unbounds into its full glorious display. Okay. You ready?
I suppose so. I'll wave my hand on a wall within 60 feet.
Okay.
It'll summon the door.
Give me a countdown,
And-
Besh.
3, 2, 1.
She touches the portal. You see it flash with a molten light. As you, I presume, open the door.
Yeah.
There is a radiating heat as suddenly bursting from the doorway, the giant phoenix suddenly stretches its wings, engulfing all of you in burning hot flames. Immediately you hear her say, "Here, buddy, 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 buddy." As she raises her shield, the bird immediately goes towards her. And as it does, you begin to realize, as you're all on fire, that there is like a strange coloration to the shield for the moment. And as it gets right up next to her, you see the shield blasts cold energy all over the phoenix, which immediately dives down to avoid it, and goes right through the portal. She then puts her hand back in the molten magma, and you see this molten flash fade for a moment. She takes her fingers out, wipes magma off of her fingertips, and you can see they're a little burned, but not bad. Well, you should all put yourselves out real fast, please.
Oh, shit!
Yeah. In that, you probably all take 2 points of fire damage. As it was a very quick exchange, as she was very ready for that. Yeah, it could have gone worse. It could have flown up.
Yeah, that would have been way worse.
Oh, we would have just had to fight the phoenix until we killed it, and I could have just tossed the egg through.
Yeah, and it was a pain last time.
Yeah, they're painful creatures.
Alright. Well, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Let me go turn off the defenses, and we can get out of here.
While she's doing that, I want to go look into the room where the Phoenix was in.
Okay.
What's it look like? That thing has been in there for months.
Oh, yeah, it is. It melted through the walls, essentially. Yeah, it almost looks like, where the walls had probably at one point been like softer rock, it has melted and gone through a igneous process that it has fully turned a lot of the rock here into types of granites. You can see like these very thick crystalline structures, as it has just been a solid molten heat that has just grown these beautiful crystals. It's just a very, very gorgeous granite type rock wall now.
Ooh. This is my fancy one now.
Hell yeah, it is.
Alright, I'll close the door. I wave my hands to the people that are here. It takes about an hour for the door to go away. Just so you know, nothing else is in there. And
I got you.
walk-
You hear coming from an amorphous hole in the wall somewhere.
Okay. And just so they know, I don't want them to think I'm trying to set them up or nothing.
One of the ballista turns towards you.
Ooh, they're on edge.
It's nothing personal.
I know. All right.
It's probably the one guy who was pointing towards Seer. He's like, I found a better target.
Okay.
You eventually hear the wall disappear. The portcullis raises as she steps out. If you all wish to take the cart back to the surface, I'll meet you there. I'm just going to push the dragon through real fast. I realize that if I'm going to be leaving, I'm not going to have time to interrogate this one. He's going to get off scot-free.
Got it. You hope?
Do you guys like pushing?
I have stuff for that.
If you feel like helping.
This is a huge or gargantuan.
This is a huge dragon. This is an adult red dragon.
Then I'll
Well,
cast
actually, I think it is gargantuan.
Alright. If I get to huge, that should make the pushing process.
Oh, it is
pretty
huge.
easy. I'll cast 7th level. Well, no, we still got to travel to. I'll cast Sky and Juggernaut in general,
Mhm.
just to.
I'll also help. My push capacity is stupid.
Fair
It's
enough.
like 600 pounds or something.
Oh,
I don't even
With
know.
your help, like, you realize that it probably took them an hour just to push it through the town. Like, after
I just
they're...
back it on the ass, send it on its way like
Yeah.
a cow.
You all, with the two of you pushing, she doesn't even need her, like, actual people to help push this huge dragon. It's almost easy. As you're pushing it, she's just like, I could really use 2 people like you. You know how easy this would make it? Easily you slide it off of the track, slide it into the chamber. She puts the gate back up, looks the dragon in the eyes. I caught you this time. I'll catch you next time. If you don't want to come back to this same room and be put through this same portal, don't escape. You're plain. I know some of you are native to here. You aren't. You're big, you're mean, and you're scary. Now go home. She undoes the latch on its mouth. I understand. I'll be good from now on, okay? Just let me out of this damn cage. She activates the portal. Be nice. She undoes the latches. And suddenly the dragon bursts free, turns around, prepares a breath, and you hear every single ballista just on the second of firing. Looks around the room. I will take all the damage from your fire breath, and you won't harm a single hair on anyone here's head. You hear me? Stop it. It snarls and jumps through the portal. She walks over, closes it. They just need a good talking to.
Dragons don't listen that well, though.
Most of the time, they will once none of their fire breaths work. Once you have
I
a
can see
dragon
that.
in an enclosed space with no fire breath, they calm down real fast. They realize they're fucked.
I'll keep that in mind.
Do. Makes fighting him a whole lot more fun. Well, with that done, let's go to the surface. I assume we're flying?
Yeah, well, our ship needs to be repaired, so.
I would not suggest sailing to Dwenwell. You'd have to sail to Retreat, and Retreat is not the most pleasant space.
Flying it is.
Fair enough. Do you all wish to do the honors, or should I get one of my druids to do it?
You can take care of us, Senti.
Dash strike damage. That is. Next question.
I like all of you. Okay. Make sure you're prepared for anything. I will say, magic storms are not to be trifled with. If we see one coming, I suggest we land as quick as possible.
Maybe it's the person that I haven't met yet.
All right.
So I can.
Okay. Let's get to the surface and do this. You all ascend on the minecart system back up to the surface. There, you prepare any last minute adjustments.
Okay, that's cool.
As you all ready yourselves to fly south to the ruins of Dwenwell on the continent of Karrak. We're gonna end the session there tonight.
Senti's MVP.
Honestly, Senti could have taken that creature.
Yeah, buy
For
it. Yeah,
sure.
buy it. Yeah,
She almost did.
fire.
Like, it had like 26 health left. It was nothing.
I did a total of 28. Fairdeer did what? 30? About 30-ish?
Yeah,
I don't know.
it was about.
So
30.
what?
It was
So one more.
So it was at 55, and then whatever Faradir did to it was made it at 26. So yeah,
Yeah.
she did 29. It was so low.
So basically, Senti just needed one more round.
Yeah, if it didn't knock Senti to the surface, it would have dragged her deeper underwater, and I think it would not have survived. Probably that would have just drawn out the fight. But
Yeah.
that sending her to the surface was a bad move on its part.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, but that was awesome.
Yeah. 9th level spells against the ghost ship with Illithids is yeah.
I wanted their ship so bad.
I know you did.
I just didn't have it. I didn't have any other methods for keeping it from trying to sink us.
Yeah. It's a problem when it's a ghost ship essentially. Like
Yeah, and I didn't know even if I had killed the captain if the ship would have maintained. Once I saw that it vanished with the captain, I was like, damn. So if the
yeah.
captain dies.
I
fuck.
mean, Davy Jones always returns.
Yeah, so we don't have to just keep killing them over and over again to keep the ship.
Yep. His undead ship of pretty much every creature on that ship can always come back. If you think about it. Flame skulls come back after an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I literally had just like Davy Jones quotes up too.
Oh man,
Fine.
this is a good session.
Yeah.
This is a really good session.
Oh yeah, for sure. I am happy we finally got to Kree. I was excited for you to meet probably like the strongest of all of the other Jads. Definitely. Or kind of less.
I
I
was
like 'em.
really,
This was my favorite one.
I
What
was,
about
I was
him,
really
though?
expect- I was really expecting Damien to be a ranger.
Really?
Yeah, I thought he was gonna be a. I don't know why. I just felt like he was gonna be a ranger.
Mm. If I could have found a better way to have his trident be a good weapon, because he was very sea based, and I was like, he needs to have a trident.
Yeah. You can make a ranger strength based.
I know
I
you
would.
can. Yeah.
I was thinking you were gonna make him be the Horizon Walker. I just thought because that's what I think of when he started teleporting. That's what I was thinking of, the Horizon Walker.
Mm. Fair enough. Horizon Walker would have been pretty good. Now, so far you have Fighter, Paladin, and I think Sorcerer was
Aurora.
Aurora. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she is a Sorcerer.
Oh yeah, she's probably a Storm Sorcerer. That would make the most
She
sense.
was. Yeah, she was.
Oh, 2 sorcerers. A lot of charisma.
Yeah.
That's cool though. That's cool though.
She was another one who gained, different powers. It manifests differently in everyone.
And know what the crazy part is? What a part of me when I was like getting the concept for this character together, I was like, yeah, I could be a genie druid. I mean warlock, and then be the Jin of the Dao,
Yeah.
and like, that still would have fit.
That really would have fit, actually. Because it was the Dao that
Yeah,
Just like 0% when
it'd been like the crossing of the powers.
yeah, that would have been cool.
Get this guy.
You still would have had like this calling for the portal.
Oh yeah.
Y'all know what you're gonna play in the one shot next week?
I do.
I do as well.
I just finished making it.
I haven't made it, but I know what it is.
Okay.
I need to. I think I made him. I got to pick his. Oh yeah, no, this is a character I made a while ago. I think I just got to pick his magic item now.
Yeah. Doc and I were talking about it earlier, and we're both going for monks.
Nice.
I'm gonna be playing the druid this time.
Yeah.
I'm a brave cleric.
What circle are you?
Circle of Dreams.
Dreams.
That's
I
the
don't know why my
healing based
brain
one.
filled in stars.
What do you?
Star
plan,
druids
Sam?
are cool.
They are.
Star druids are busted.
I know.
What kind of monks are you two going for?
I am a Way of the Sun Soul, and if I remember correctly, Doc is a Way of the Astral Self.
Ooh,
Nice.
I like that one. I love that one thematically.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's also kind of busted.
Arms.
This is gonna be an interesting party.
Yeah. I love that I made the only spooky character.
I mean,
I
my
could be
character.
spooky. I
my
shoot
character-
lasers.
My character is going to be. It's going to be a little unsettling, not like spooky, but just off.
I love that.
Doc is Bigfoot.
Oh, what?
You're gonna be Bigfoot?
Doc's a bugbear.
How? Oh, bugbear. Okay. Honestly, I
perfect.
love that. Can we call you Bigfoot?
That should be your fucking name.
Please, Bigfoot was my father.
Oh,
Call me
Bigfoot.
Biggs.
Call me Biggs.
Aw.
I'm Littlefoot.
Littlefoot
Not Littlefoot.
from the movie.
Yeah.
The dinosaur?
Yeah.
Half bugbear, half lizard folk.
Oh man.
That's perfect.
Oh goodness.
And what are you doing, Graham?
I'm going the Moon Sorcerer.
Nice.
Is it moon?
Like the
Sorcerer?
Lunar Sorcerer.
Oh, is that Unearth?
It's just a new one, I think.
Yeah, it's
from
from
one of the newer books.
Dragonlance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I saw
haven't
it.
I
gotten
like
I-
it thematically, but every time I try and read the abilities, it's just too complicated. I'm like, I can't do this. It's too
I-
much stuff.
I
I'm
haven't.
too dumb for
gotten the book.
this.
It
Haven't
is.
read the
There's a
book.
lot.
Oh, yes, I do. Oh,
It's like you have to choose like 5 different things every
Yeah,
long rest. I'm like,
you
I
choose
just don't
whatever
want
phase
to.
of the moon you're in, and that gives you specific spells.
oh, I do have this. Oh, damn, I never looked at it. Oh shit, I love
I
Sword.
only have it because you have it.
Oh, really?
Pretty sure. I mean, I didn't buy
Maybe.
it, so I assumed you did.
Oh,
It might be the same.
Someone did.
I have another person who.
There's
Like,
like
shares
a
with
bunch
me,
of
but
new
I don't
books
know.
that I need to get, but
Money's money.
you know?
Money.
Money's
Yeah,
money.
like I want to get the new Taldori book. I want to get Planescape.
I want them all, pretty much.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, there's
I like
another new one that's
things.
coming out.
Yeah.
They're releasing so many one after another. I'm like, slow down, please.
Yeah.
No, that's how they make money. They've been having troubles recently.
Yeah.
They did that on their own.
There's so many cool monsters that I keep looking up. Like literally, there's like 3 different illithids, and because I was looking earlier, I was like, oh, okay, what type of special illithids can I have like an assistant to the boss, you know? Because like he's illithids are not that strong. They're kind of weak. So I was like, I'll give him something powerful. I saw 3 different versions. Like there was like I'm not gonna name them. All 3 of them were the Lost Mines of Fendelver or whatever it is.
Oh, from the new
What?
one? Yeah.
From the new
I need
one,
to
yeah.
get that too. The obelisk thing. It looks like it's a really fun campaign. I want to do it at some point.
Yeah, well, apparently there's.
Because I've always loved the original Lost Mines. I think it's it's short, sweet, and good. It's a good module.
I've never played it.
Really?
I don't
Damn,
play-
it's like the starting campaign for people.
Yeah, the first game I played was Flan. And then that didn't even go like 12 sessions in, and then I just kind of did my own DMing. And that's like basically what I did. I just learned the game through DMing, basically.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've only played like usually like one shots or stuff like that. I think the only full campaign I've ever done was with you.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I like DMing.
Oh, the lunar isn't too bad.
It's interesting for sure.
Yeah, it's not that bad to really.
Nah, you
You-
just have
it's-
to realize what phase you're in.
You just gotta know when to swap what spells you'll have access to. That's all.
Yeah. But they're interesting. You get shield.
Yeah.
Full moon. Like honestly I might go that one for most of that session then. It seems kinda
Yeah.
good.
Okay. Cool. All right, guys. I gotta hop off though.
Yep. Thank you
It
all
has
for
been-
playing.
Such a good session.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Very, very good.
I can't wait to see